video is an introduction to standards-based grading, designed to help you better understand our Libby Middle School grading system. One way to think about standards-based grading is to imagine a middle school quarterback. This player excels in two core areas, meets the standards in one area, and struggles in one area. Traditionally, his coach would average out each score for an evaluation and say he is performing at an A-. This tells the player that overall he is doing well, but it does not help him to improve. Instead, the coach should break it down. There are 4 standards, and 2 he exceeds on should earn a 4. The standard he meets should be a 3. The standard he struggles with is a 2. This tells the player specific information on how to improve his performance.
The goal of standards-based grading is to communicate specific information about where the student needs to improve. Standards-based grading uses clearly defined learning targets to communicate student performance.
There are 3 core principles within standards-based grading. First, grades must have meaning. Students should look at a grade and understand immediately where they are doing well and where they need to improve. This feedback also helps teachers make decisions about what is best for their students. The second principle is revision opportunities. Grades are reports of what the student knows by the end of the semester. Rather than punishing students for making mistakes, our focus should be learning. The final principle is separating understanding from behaviors. The goal of a course is to teach students content for a class, not to have them prove they have good behavior. Simply completing assignments and attending class is not enough. Standards-based grading has several advantages. In addition to the detailed feedback which supports learning and growth, standards-based grading fosters improved communication by viewing the rubrics and teacher feedback. Both students and parents can identify academic strengths and weaknesses. Teachers know immediately after grading which standards need reteaching or more practice. Standards-based grading supports assessment for learning, meaning the purpose of assessments is to identify student understanding and identify the appropriate future learning activities. Finally, standards-based grading emphasizes the most recent evidence of learning and encourages knowledge retention.
There are several core differences between the traditional model and standards-based grading. The traditional model evaluates students on a 100-point scale using percentages at the end of the term. All scores are averaged. In standards-based grading, students are evaluated using rubrics that are tied to standards. Everything remains on a 4-point scale, and students have the opportunity to revise work, teaching students the value of the learning process. In the traditional system, we set students up with the belief that grades are more important than credit. We teach students that mistakes are okay, but punish them permanently rather than providing an opportunity to correct. Finally, standards-based grading uses rubrics and standards to provide students with meaningful feedback beyond a score. In the traditional education system, this is most often not the case.
Linking assignments to specific standards and rubrics maintains consistency. Without these support structures, the same assignment may be evaluated by different teachers and the student may receive 2 different grades. Adjusting to standards-based grading, the expectations are quantified and the degree to which a student understands a concept can be identified. Using 4 levels of understanding maintains consistency. Everyone looking at a grade has a clear picture of what it represents. Comparatively, the traditional model does not provide such distinctions. We know that an A is doing well, but how do we differentiate between an A- and a B+? What is the difference in a student's abilities and understanding? This is the 4-point evaluation that is tied to standards-based grading. A score of 4 represents the student is exceeding the standard. A 3 shows that the student is meeting the standard. A 2 shows that they are developing an understanding of the content associated with the standard. And a 1 indicates that they are only beginning to develop the understanding.
At Libby, we follow the 4-point scale and use outcomes and rubrics to focus students' attentions and align assignments to levels of mastery. Standards track students' progress on learning outcomes in the Learning Mastery gradebook within Canvas. Each standard is evaluated with a rubric, which clearly states the standard and defines what the student should demonstrate to achieve each level of understanding. After an assignment is graded, the teacher uses the rubric to provide meaningful feedback and communicate to the student where they need to improve.
This is an example of a rubric of an assignment within Canvas. This 7th grade English standard, which evaluates students based on their ability to support written claims with logical reasoning and relevant evidence. To meet the standard, the student must use relevant reasoning to connect evidence with claims. To exceed the standard, the student must use persuasive and valid reasoning to connect evidence with claims.
Grades along the 4-point scale are translated back to letter grades to show overall student performance within a class. A score of an A indicates the student achieves mostly 4s with some 3s. A B indicates mostly 3s with some 2s and 4s, and so on down the line. Within standards-based grading, we hope that every student achieving A's and B's by the end of each course. This will indicate that they have met or exceeding standards throughout the term. We expect that at the beginning, students are not yet meeting and exceeding scores, and their grade will reflect that. We hope this video has helped you better understand standards-based grading and its advantages. Thanks for watching.